What's going on, everyone? It's Rich Lux, and today's all about E.L.F. Cosmetics. That's right, I'm gonna do a full beat with E.L.F. Cosmetics. I really want to see this brand, how it works. I've never used it before. This video was inspired by Dustin Daly. He talked about like an E.L.F. bubble mask, and I thought that was really cool, so I went to go look for it, but they didn't have it. Sorry about that, but his frugalness inspired me to try E.L.F. Cosmetics, so let's go. I went ahead and I picked up the E.L.F. What is this called? It's green. Ugh. This is the Tone Adjusting Face Primer. Ooh. And look at that, guys. So I'm gonna put this all over my face. I'm gonna get it warm. Warm it up. And I'll look down right here because I have a mirror. The primer feels very nice. It feels like almost like an Hourglass, which is like a high-end primer. That's what that reminds me of, and it feels like it. Just goes on really smooth. Now I really like primers that have like pore refinings. I feel like I have huge pores on my face, so that's kind of a drawback for me. So I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see some pores on the final look. So now that I have that massaged in here, I'm just like warming up my skin to get the oils flowing, the blood flowing, the warmth, so I can go ahead and get you put on makeup, it can soak into my skin, okay? Was the BB cream. So this is something that I would use every day, like if I'm gonna go run to the store or something like that, and I'm gonna apply it with an E.L.F. brush here. And this is totally something that I think everybody should have in their skin. And like I apply a lot, like I'm gonna apply a lot, because I'm thinking E.L.F. Cosmetics, in order for you to see it like flourish, you need to apply a lot of it. Because it's affordable. It's like, what, $10 or something? So I'm thinking, well, this must be one of those brands that's really affordable, but you gotta apply a lot of it so you can get somewhat of a full face. You get what I'm saying? So I do have a beauty blender here, and I'm gonna go ahead and just blend that in. And this is something, like I said, I would use totally if I'm gonna run to the store. I'm just gonna just do some light errands. I don't have to be out there looking crazy. And yeah. Not talking about honey. True tea. Not bothered. Not bothered. Okay, so again, you can let it soak into your skin a little bit. Blending it, let it soak into your skin. It will change colors and essentially just be really nice. Okay, so definitely it's cool. It's cool. I definitely see some coverage there, not a whole lot, but yeah, I can still see some like redness and some spots, some acne stuff. What I'm saying, some blemishes, but like for everyday, pretty cool. So this was the E.L.F. BB cream. Now next, we're gonna get into the bread and the butter. Now I'm talking about honey. We're gonna get into the foundation serum by E.L.F. This has an SPF of 15. So here we go. Look, guys, it's really watery. See that? It's really, really watery. So this is gonna be a darker tone. I like putting darker tones on my skin. And the reason I say that is because sometimes when I get matched, like when I go to Chanel or Dior, they wanna match me really light. I'm like, no. Match me dark, baby. Because when I put that highlight, I'll be snatched. I'm talking about? That's what I want. Not bothered. True tea, that's what I want. So I'm putting it on. I can already see it's warming up my skin tone. Getting some warmth in there. Put a little bit right underneath here, because I do have some warmth here and some warmth here. All right. I'm not really excited for this brand, because if this brand makes me look sickening, you know how much money I'm gonna save per year on makeup? Because I usually go into like high-end boutiques and I'll spend like $50 for like a little powder, when this is like, what, $10? Sickening. Sickening. Putting it on. Thing with me, I'm putting on a lot. I put on a little bit, end up sweating it off. So I usually put on a lot so it can last me the whole night at the club, dipping it and doing it. And I mean the country club, not the regular club, because you know I'm a little bougie. All right. Thank you, Dustin Daly, for for this. I would have never found this brand. It wasn't for you. But I see this brand everywhere. I'm like, you know what, let me give it a shot. All right, so time for a little highlight. Next, here is the concealer. Now, I'm not using this. This is the setup, guys. You put your concealer on, but this is a glow. We're not doing that. That's for fish, baby. I ain't fish. So I'm gonna put that on. I'm gonna drop it. All right. So, you know me, I like a good old nasty highlight. Oh. Big old highlight. Look at that. I want my highlight to go all the way out here. And I want it to come down like a triangle. Okay, you know me, I'm also gonna use it to highlight because it's so light. I'm gonna put it on. Right there. Again, for you don't know, this is the concealer by E.L.F. Don't use the bottom part, it's a trap in my opinion. Okay, so this is another E.L.F. brush here. Gonna make sure I don't look crazy on camera, because I mean, every time I get on camera I look crazy. It's like an epic fail. Like I try to look decent, try to look nice for the folks, but I just be looking crazy sometimes. I don't understand. Alright, look at that highlight. Look at that. I'm using concealer, but I'm using it to highlight. Let's be honest here. I really hope I can prove that you don't have to spend $100, $200 on really good makeup. Just a little skill, a little know-how, and I think you can pull it off. Especially if you're just gonna use it for the night. You know, just a couple hours, like 4 hours. Gonna go to the club for a little bit. Look at that highlight. Can you see it a little bit? It's coming through. Is she living? Is she giving you all you need? Come through, mama. She's that girl. She's that girl. Alright. Now, a little trick I like to do is, you know what? I was putting on the concealer here. I'm just going to put a little bit on here. Just a little bit. I'm going to put a little bit right here, so I can make my eyebrows and my eyes look more brighter, more awake. So that was the highlight, the concealer here. Now what I'm gonna do, go into some dangerous territory. We got the E.L.F. contour palette. Oh my God. Check out those colors. Now, let me see. I'm gonna use this one right here, right? Yeah, I'll use that one. Just gonna get a little bit. Trying to be a professional and show y'all how it's done, honey. All right. Not bother. Oh yeah, that matched up pretty good. Girl, I almost went for this one, girl. And that would have been a disaster. We went for that one. Put that sickening little contour there, that little highlight. The more makeup I put on, the better I look. All right. So now what we're gonna do, and that was just a little bit of that color here. I always like to put the cream on first, and I go over it with the powder. And then we'll go ahead and blend it all in. So I'm gonna use a different color here. On the E.L.F. contour palette, we're gonna go for this one right here. We're just gonna put a little bit here and a little bit here. These two, girl, they're booby traps the house. This one here, another booby. They be trying to set up the girls. They don't want us to succeed. Okay? Now, I'm getting in a lot of it. All right. Now what we're doing, we're gonna make me look a little thinner, huh? All right, you can definitely see it coming through a little bit. And then I'm gonna use that same color for a contour on the nose. Make my nose look a little smaller. So when you go out there and get to a man, you do all the gigs. Then, just to be a little stuck up, just be a little bougie, let me see. We're gonna get a little bit of that white one. See that? Put it right here. Right in between the eyes, just to open that up a little bit. So you look awake. See, I did this one right. This one over here failing. I did this one right. This one's failing a little bit. You need help. Something like that. It'll blend out in a minute. Let me let this makeup set and I'll be right back. Okay, so here it is. I let the makeup set in a little bit. Took off the crown, cleaned it up. I know I had makeup here on my hair part. And yeah, I'm sorry. We're gonna put a little bit of this MAC spray. Okay. Just so I can soak up the makeup a little bit. Make it pop a little bit more. You can see the highlight there. The highlight there. Well, not that one, that was the setup. This one. And just put a little bit more. And then, remember the one that we said was the setup? I'm gonna grab it right here. You can see it there. So I have more control over it with that. I'm just gonna pat. Pat, 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 pat. Pat, 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 pat. Just to give me a little bit more of a highlight there. And then with time, you know, like fall off and stuff. And then we're gonna get some of the contour. And we're just going over it lightly, not too much, just a little bit. We're gonna get this brush. I'm just gonna brush it and blend everything in together. And there we go. What do you think of that? Thoughts? All that was E.L.F. All that was E.L.F. The only thing we didn't use was E.L.F. was this little spray here. Let me know your thoughts, comment down below, and we'll go from there. Peace.